I'm here with Brian Burns, and he is taking on his very first obstacle race at Warrior Dash, Arizona. So, Brian, how did you end up here at Warrior Dash?
I ended up here today in the Warrior Dash through an Instagram contest. You just had to like a post, comment, and share it, and they said we'll let you know in 3 days. And I woke up one morning with a message that said you won an entry to the Warrior Dash. So here I am. And
runner, what's your background?
Well, my background is I am a runner. I ride my bike a lot. This will be the first time doing obstacles, so that's going to be definitely getting in the way. When I was pulling up, they're just so big. I was like, it's a lot bigger than I thought they would be. I thought they would just be like little mounds and fences. So now I've run marathons, 5Ks, you know, pretty fast. So the speed and the running is not what I'm worried about. It's the obstacles getting in the way that concern me.
What was the most, I guess, nerve-wracking thing that you saw, you know, as you drove into park today?
Well, I parked. I came in, I made a left-hand turn, and I think it was the Goliath I saw the people helping, just making sure it was tight and everything was fit, but it was huge. Like, I was not expecting it to be that big. I even saw it coming down the road probably about a half mile or so, and I was like, oh boy, that's a lot bigger than I thought.
Do you have any goal for today?
The goal, other than my friend Brett Stewart said, we're going to try to qualify for the OCR Championship and the Warrior Dash Championship by finishing in the top 25. So when I asked him about it, he's like, well, we just got to beat 23 people. So that's kind of our goal today.
Awesome. Well, we will see you at the start line.
All right, definitely. I look forward to it.
You ready? Kind of talk me through how you felt physically during the race and now after the race versus a road race.
Yeah, physically, the road race, I usually just start, hit my pace, and I just stay that for the whole time and kind of know what's in store the whole run. Even if there's a little hill, it doesn't matter. But on this event, I just kind of went in thinking like, oh, I'm in good shape. I run, I cycle, I do marathons, and finish in under 4 hours. So like, I like to think of myself as a good in-shape person, but this event really taxed me. My legs were burning, I was breathing hard. I had to stop before every obstacle to think about how am I going to go ahead with this. And a lot of the people around me, you could tell they've done it. They would just in stride jump right into the obstacle without even thinking. And then I'd go through the obstacle, and at the end I'd kind of re-gauge to put my feet down, and then I'd come to a complete stop, and then I'd start running again. And never in running a road race are you stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And the people that knew what they were doing would jump off the obstacles in stride. So it really taxed my body different. The upper body kind of really got me through using the strength to balance through, and you don't use your shoulders and chest that much road racing and running and all that. So it was definitely a different experience. All right, before I started this race, I used to be one of those runners that thought, oh, these are just fun little parties. They're not really anything good. I'd see the pictures of my friends doing them online, and they're all like cheering and walking, and I'm like, oh, that's nothing. But going in with running it competitively and trying to push through it, it is an event. It is a great workout. I'd say if you think it's a joke and fun and a party, I think it is. If you walk around and you see that. But on the course, if you push yourself, it is just as serious as an event as any road race. And I think it actually taxes your body a lot differently. And I'm personally going to kind of keep doing it as a good way just to stay in an overall fitness, change the body up. The only concern I have mixing it in would be some of the possibilities of injuries with ankles and everything. But I think if you build up that ankle strength, this would be a great way to cross-train and get you in really good shape to really kind of push harder through some of those things. So there were times even here I didn't want to go through the obstacle or stop just because my body hurt and I'm a runner, so why am I doing this? And it kind of helped me think, well, I have two options. I can either keep going or stop. So I just kept going.
So I guess the last question is, are you going to do another obstacle race?
I am most definitely going to do another obstacle race. I'll probably have to do a couple more before the World Championship for the place in 20th place, so I can actually be in a better shape and more competitive with it, but I'll definitely be doing more.
Vibram, Five Fingers. They are known for being one of the major sponsors for Warrior Dash and beyond that, but I'm actually here with Kristen and Ryan, and they're going to run us through the product, because who better than the ones that are experts to run us through why the Vibram products are great for obstacle racing and beyond, really.
Right, yeah. Why don't we start with the Spirit on MR. This is the style that we are recommending for mud runs. MR stands for mud run. This style uses our Mega Grip compound for the outsole. This compound will give you great traction on both wet and dry terrain, and it's extremely durable, flexible, definitely our best mud running shoe.
So that outsole is going to just grip the mud and have it run right up.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, like, this sole right here was designed on theory of the notion of a mountain bike tire. So you'll notice all of the lugs here kind of go in different directions. So it's going to give you 360-degree traction no matter which way your body's moving. Also, you'll notice right here there's a little window on the bottom of the shoe. That's called the 3D cocoon technology, and basically what that does is if you happen to step on something that's a little bit harder, it's going to disperse the pressure of the impact through the entire sole so that you don't get that localized bruising on the bottom of your foot. So in terms of mud runs and traction and everything else, the Mega Grip sole with all that traction on the bottom of it is really going to be what you're looking for. It's going to stick nice and sturdy on your foot, so if you're going in through mud and stuff like that, it's not going to pop out every time like a pair of traditional sneakers would be. And most importantly, they are machine washable, so you don't have to throw them away at the end of the race. You can get quite some time out of them. So that's going to be our kind of premier obstacle course racing shoe that we're going to be pushing during our sponsorship with the Warrior Dash for sure.
So buying a pair of Five Fingers can be a little bit different than getting your regular or traditional sneaker. So if you could give me just a few tips for the new buyer that's thinking, maybe I want to try Five Fingers out, but it kind of freaks me out having my toes separated or something like,
Absolutely.
How do you find a good fitting shoe, and what is a good fitting shoe for the newbie?
Yeah, absolutely. So getting size for Five Fingers can be a little bit tricky. There's no real direct correlation between traditional US sizes and Five Finger sizes. The best piece of advice that I can give you is if you go to our website, vibram5fingers.com, you will find a store locator. You just punch in your zip code and it'll bring up any retailers in your area. Hopefully you'll have one near you and you'll be able to go in and spend 15 or 20 minutes and try in a couple different sizes and styles. They do fit slightly differently based on the sole or the material of the upper or what have you like that. So that would be the best thing to do, is to try and get down to a local retailer and try them on, and then you can peruse colors on our site if they didn't have all the colors in stock or whatever have you. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. In terms of fit, in a perfect world, all of your toes would kind of touch up against the edge of each of the individual toe pockets. Obviously, everybody has different type of feet, shaped feet, everything like that. So basically, what you'd want to do is just make sure that your longest toe, whatever one that might be, first, second, third, fourth, is touching up against the edge of the pocket gently, not being forced to curl, indicating that it might be too small of a fit, and making sure that when you bend your toes, when you curl them, they're not popping out of the pockets, indicating that it might be a couple sizes too big. You do want it to touch up against the edge and fit just like a glove on your hand. For those of you who are kind of on the fence, we are extending our customer satisfaction program, which is a guarantee that we put out there through retailers and our website. It gives you 6 weeks to try out the shoe, and if for any reason you're not happy with the performance of the shoe, you decide it's just not for me, I don't really like it, we'll take it back for you, no questions asked. Yeah, so we'll kind of give you a little bit of a reason to buy and take a chance with us.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much. I mean, we're right now we're in this room of Five Fingers right now, but thanks for taking the time to meet with us, talk about what Five Fingers has coming out new and how it's kind of evolved and changed, and maybe for some that used to be in them that have kind of strayed away, some reasons to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, one more thing I'll say. For all you Warrior Dashers out there, or anybody's an obstacle race, or hey, you haven't done one yet but you want to try one, through the end of 2015 at least, any purchase of a Spiridon MR off of our website or through participating retailers only, you will get an automatic free entry into the Warrior Dash with 20% off coupons, so you can bring some friends with you as well.
That's a pretty sweet deal. You guys just made it sweeter.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot and have a great rest of your show.
You as well. Thank you.
All right.